A certain man, detained by a storm in his country house, first of all killed his sheep, and then his goats for the maintenance of his household. The storm still continuing, he was obliged to slaughter his yoke oxen for food. On seeing this, his dogs took counsel together and said, "It is time for us to be off. For if the master spared not his oxen, who works for him for his gain, how can we expect him to spare us?" He is not to be trusted as a friend who mistreats his own family. All right. This is Giami Journey Radio. I am Brother Hatim, and this is a Heart of a Summer Productions. And we constantly strive to blow up your old paradigms. All right. Man, listen. I want to apologize for Tuesday, so I'm throwing it out today. Those of you that are on iHeartRadio, it'll show up, and those of you that want to go to the archives and check it out, go to folktalearchives.com, folktalearchives.com, or you could just listen to it on Spreaker, But hey, all right, now. In my last segment on Thunderous Thursdays, I talked about misnaming things and mistaking. Now, because I'm kind of perplexed by this story, because the dogs in the story feel that they are part of this man's family. And I think the dogs are mislabeling their relationship. I mean, because the moral speaks to a truth that I want everybody out there to listen. A man cannot be trusted as a friend who mistreats his own family. So those of you that have friends that you feel that you can trust them, you could really get a deep look into an individual's character by how they treat their family. But the dogs kind of mislabeled their relationship, because the dogs feel that the sheep and the goats were the family too. And they believe that the oxen was the family. So, of course, they believe that they're family. And they're like, hey, man, if this dude is eating family members, hey, we got to go. See, the dogs mislabeled their role. They believe that they are family. No, they are slaves. And slaves often, in times of need, historically, have been consumed to support the family. Now, maybe it wasn't cannibalism, but we know that slaves have been sold throughout time to help individuals get out of a bad situation. All right, so I'm in understanding of the dog's position, but the lesson is very true, because from the dog's perspective is like, man, this man, is selling off our family members. This man is not respecting our family bonds. So it is best for us to go for it and go for freedom. So they left. Now, I want you to think about this, because a lot of us are in bondage. And oftentimes in bondage, I can't remember what they call the psychological term, but when we are in bondage to something, whether it's a bad relationship, whether it's a bad job, whether it's a bad economic situation, whether it's depression, we are in bondage. And when we are in bondage, that means that we are a slave. And oftentimes it takes drastic actions by the master for the slave to really identify their place in this master's life. And oftentimes that is exactly what is needed for the slave to finally decide that this is not my home. This man is not really family. This man is not really in it for my best interest. You know, and we had to leave. So what I'm trying to pull out from this story is this, that those of you that are in bondage, you need to explore your relationship with the thing that's holding you in bondage. Does the thing that's holding you in bondage have the same love for you that you have for it? Does it have the same loyalty for you that you have for it? You know what I'm saying? And even in some cases, does it bring the same joy to you that you may bring to it? If the answer to any of these questions is no, you may have to do like those dogs and leave. You may have to leave it behind. All right? So, I'm making this one short because Thunderous Thursday was super long. But, hey, I would love to hear your comments. Feel free to hit me up at, actually, it's HA2TIM at GeometryJourney.com. Let me know what you think. You can leave a comment on Spreaker, leave a comment on Facebook, leave a comment on one of my Spreaker pages. Let me know what you think about the show. If you have any, if you have a different perspective of the story, please share it. And I will definitely pick up the comment and share it with the other ones, because the piece is about spreading that wisdom. The journey is about sharing information so that we all don't, we want to learn from each other's journey so that we can make our personal journey a better one. All right. Now, also, for any of you, I'm giving this challenge. It's not just for folk tales for grown folks, but for all my shows. But folk tales for grown folks in particular. If you have a folk tale that you want me to cover, it doesn't have to just be an Aesop fable. Send it to me, or at least send me a link so that I can read the fable, so that I could, I will respect your request. I'll check out the story and see what I could do. If I can't do nothing with it, I will email you back and let you know. Also, if you have a show or a podcast that you would like to present on Folk Tales for Grown Folks, if you have a story that you would like to tell, if you just want to tell a story, if you just want to read the story, and you want me to follow up, I'll do that. Also, if you want to do the whole thing, if you want to read the story and you want to break it down, by all means send that in on an MP3, WAV, whatever, because Spreaker allowed me to upload WAV, it allowed me to upload MP3s and MP4s. So however you send it to me, I will upload it and I will broadcast it. You know, I'm assuming that it's going to be good. All right. So this is Brother Hatim saying thank you for your time. Thank you for your presence. Remember, this is Geometry Journey Radio. This is a Heart of Assemble Productions, where we strive to blow up your old paradigm.